Here we are.
2 is done with.
Yes. On to week 3.
Congrats. Your team was amazing.
Yes. In one league.
It's like, I think pretty much everyone on your team except for one player, because even the defense scored a touchdown.
My defense got 17 points.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah, I had that defense.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
Which I was like, yay, no. I was like, yes, he got sacked. No.
Yeah, I know. That's the shitty part that I didn't. I heard other people talk about like being in one league and rooting, but then to have to go through it is
it's brutal. Because you had Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
In the league where you beat me, and in the other league I had him, and it was the same thing where I was like, yes, he caught it. He caught that long touchdown, and then when I saw how many points he got in your league, I was like, no.
Yeah.
And this was Thursday night, and then her cousin's her quarterback.
Yep. He showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, and still lost, but he showed up.
I mean, I think they're still 0-2, right, Vikings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just like my team in your league. 0-2.
It's still early.
Yeah,
you're like did the Bengals win one? Or they're 0-2.
They're 0-2.
So you're like the Bengals. You have a good team. Just gotta whip them in shape.
Well, my team in your league is not a good team.
No? You gotta believe in them, Bindi.
Yeah, I gotta trade them in. And that's what I'm doing.
You gotta give them that same pep talk you gave that other team. Because I don't know what you did. I don't know if it was the calls, the texts, the Twitter messages you say you were gonna send them.
I think I was jinxed in your league because when Yasser did the chat, the eat shit chat for me, I think he jinxed me and I have to unjinx it.
You have to find a way to unjinx it, yeah.
Which is weird because when we started and we did our first episode after the draft, I was saying I was feeling a lot more confident about my team in your league and less confident about the team in my league. And they showed me otherwise.
Yep. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And because in my league, my team, I'm like super confident. In yours, I was pretty confident after that first week, but the second week, they're just going downhill.
And I think that's happening with a lot of players, right? Like all these quarterbacks. And
injuries.
And just, I mean, like Burrow got his contract. He was supposed to be like this big hit. Nothing.
Well, he's injured.
Yeah.
He has that calf injury.
Of course.
So, but after he got that huge sum of money,
Yeah, just like Jonathan Taylor is hurt. Was he like seen practicing this week?
Well, he might be coming off the PUP. Yeah, so pup. So yeah, I think he's gonna be ready.
Yeah. Wait, so he's ready for the Colts or he's ready for another team?
Not sure. I do know that I think he still wants to be traded.
Yeah.
But I guess if he doesn't get any offers, he's gonna have to stay with the Colts, or not he, but the team. And then we had the injury to the running back Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a big one.
Which was, did you see it?
No. Oh, the leg. Yeah.
It was so bad.
It was so bad that on live TV they didn't replay it. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, and I feel for the guy because I can't even imagine that type of injury, and then your season's over, and then maybe even your career.
What was it like? I didn't see it. I didn't go back to like search for it.
So they're saying that when you're, especially like for running backs, when your leg is planted and they hit you.
Wait, does his knee go back? Oh no. When I was a little girl, that is the one memory that I have of watching football. My parents never watched. We hardly had a TV. I mean, it was broken like half the time. But the memory I do have is my parents and I watching football and watching like Fresno State basketball. And we were watching football. I don't know what the deal was, but this guy, and I don't remember who he was, but he had his leg planted and everybody was kind of doing a tackle.
On top of him?
But like not on top of him, but his leg got stuck as everybody was piling.
On top.
And he was propelling forward. And so his knee went from like...
the regular way it's supposed to be.
And it been it's like everybody was around his knee and went straight forward.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a brutal sport.
It's such an accident, you know. Like, yeah, of course it's a brutal sport, but like, wow.
Yeah, so he's definitely done for the season, and they're just hoping that it's not the end of his career as well.
Yeah, it makes Aaron Rodgers'
injury not as...
it doesn't seem like anything.
Yeah, and so many injuries already happening right now, though. Yeah,
devastating. Yeah, devastating.
It's a huge hit to the season already.
Speaking of injuries
and hits.
Oh yeah, it's time to take our...
It's time.
to our self-inflicted punishment. Self-inflicted. I will pour yours
I'm
first.
just dreading. I don't think I've had one since I was in my 20s.
Oh, that was like last year.
And those were Jager bombs, which I don't know if it tastes better or worse. Because I never had the shots. I would always have them.
The Jager bombs.
Shots alone. I would always have them in Jager bombs.
What were the Jager? It was with your face.
I know. Beer, and they just would pop it in.
Is it with the chopsticks, or is that a different one? Is that a...
I don't know about that one. I've heard of it, but I'm not completely...
Maybe it's the sake bomb. That's the sake bomb.
Yes. No.
Is that racist? Well, how do you put the shot?
So they would do a glass of beer, and I don't even know what type of beer it was. It was just, I guess...
Probably Coors Light.
Probably, yeah. A type of beer, and pop the shot in there, and then you would just... And you would guzzle that up quickly because...
It was
like your... Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. What, is it the car bomb or is it the Jager bomb that like starts foaming a little bit?
Oh, I think that's the car bomb.
Oh, okay. Because it's like root beerish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the car bomb's done with Guinness, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Well, let's do this, baby.
All right. That ought to be we ought to record ourselves. One of us has to do. Somebody has to do that.
Oh, that was a hefty pour, baby.
I didn't mean for it to be.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh. Cheers to not losing next week.
Not losing.
In any league.
In any league.
So I'm having a hard time handling 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how people handle
3 or 4.
No, so a lot of the people that I follow, the podcasters that have fantasy football leagues, they're talking about like they're in 12, 15, 20 leagues.
I can't imagine.
I'm like, how do you even keep track of who, like, it's... So, and this one guy was saying, yeah, once Tuesday comes, he's like, I have like all the papers spread out of like the leagues, like who I'm going to be acquiring or from the waiver wire.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, and I'm like complaining about 2.
Yeah. 2 is okay. It's
it's manageable.
It's a little bit borderline not manageable. And I did find myself doing something this week that I hoped I wouldn't do, which is drafting the same player or waiver wiring. Waiver wiring the same player on both teams. So I'm like, well, I don't want to screw myself in both teams
if they don't perform. I think I'd rather do that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I kind of started when I drafted, and I think I would rather continue that because at least that way I'm rooting for the same guy as opposed to like if someone else gets him, I'm like, no, yes.
No, yeah. Conflicting feelings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to root for one person. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that makes sense. Make it easier.
Yeah, but have you heard all those rumors that are going on?
Today, I didn't see the podcast. I didn't watch the Kelce podcast.
I didn't either.
Supposedly, they're confirming the rumors of Taylor Swift and Kelce. Yeah.
I think I heard somewhere that he said, because they asked him this question on, I'm not sure if it was a podcast or something, but that he afterwards said, Jason, Kelce's brother, that he said that he was just joking, just kidding after he made that comment.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to the podcast, so I'm not sure. But prior to that, rumors had already been swirling like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's... And he's come out, Kelce, saying he's a big Swiftie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course. I'm sure he was laying the groundwork for the public announcement.
He talks so much about it.
Yeah.
He's like, how he went to her concert and she ignored him. So it's like, dude, like he's just,
He's doing the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. Have you heard?
No.
OBJ and Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
Yeah, they've been spotted hanging out in Turks and Caicos.
Is she like 40 something? And
she's my age.
Yeah. And he's like what?
Okay, you're younger than me. And he's 32.
Oh, he's 32?
30?
What?
He's young. No, he's young.
I thought he was like 26.
Oh, no. He's young as in early 30s.
Younger. Oh, what? No. Can I look that up?
Yeah, go ahead. Please.
Did you already look that up?
No. I've already kind of known this because he's one of the older players, the wide receivers. That's why I know that he's in his 30s already.
He's 30. You're right. Yeah. Wow. Damn. So like, what, 12-year difference?
13 because she's 43.
Okay.
Or 42. No, you're right. I think she's 42.
12 years.
Yeah.
That's a bit much, I think.
It is. But I guess he doesn't look that young for his age.
He doesn't.
And maybe he's mature. But he did just have a baby, and the baby mama was spotted at the opening game on. They had the first week. She was there, but I think they're just co-parenting in France.
Wow. Yeah. You think she just like secretly misses Reggie Bush?
She wants to go back, right? I mean, that's the only reason I first knew about football.
Yeah,
like that whole thing. That's like literally like the first any NFL player I ever knew of.
What's Reggie
not NFL, because college. He was in college.
Oh, he was in college, yeah.
So college level football player that I knew of.
Too, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see the Kardashians on my football field.
No.
They already showed up at a Rams game last year.
Did they?
Yeah, and no one was happy. I think you're the one that sent it to me, where everyone was booing them.
Oh yeah, because they ended up on the.
Or Kim was there, and everyone was booing at
the what is it? The big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she got booed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the one place I see Kardashians everywhere.
Yeah.
I do not need to see them during football.
I know.
I mean,
I wonder what that feels like. Like
to be hated and loved so much.
to be hated, but to be making billions of the same.
And I say love because a lot of people do love them, or else they wouldn't be making the amounts of billions that they make. Mm-hmm. But it must be hard to also be hated by a certain group of people. Like us.
Yeah.
Or at least I speak for myself.
Yeah, no, same. Bad influence all the way around. Yeah.
I'm not Kardashian lover. I'm not a Kardashian stan. So yeah, but I mean, hey, if you're making that much money, I wouldn't mind being hated either.
Right? Yeah.
Hate me, like
Still going back to my mega mansion and
laugh at all you peasants.
Yeah. I mean, this is gonna sound mean, but I'm surprised like nothing really bad has happened to them based on like all the surgeries and stuff that they've done.
Oh, you mean physically? Yeah.
Yeah, that none of them like they keep going.
Wendy, it's all natural. They haven't had surgeries. That's why. It's all God's gift to them.
I forgot. Have you seen those Instagram posts where they're working out?
Oh yeah.
And then it's like you seen like the people who make fun of it. They like mimic the workout.
No, that I haven't.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious because it'll be like one guy. It's usually guys who do it. They're like what normal people would look like if they did the Kardashian workout, and it looks hella fucking funny.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I mean, obviously they're on some kind of like with the weight loss too that they've all had.
Yeah.
It's obviously
Zempi.
Yeah. Zempi. But I mean, it's cool. Do whatever works for you. Just don't lie about it. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do what you want to do, but just don't lie about it. Yeah.
Don't give false hopes to other people, thinking that if you do 5 squats a day, you can have that ass.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not pumped up with
silicone.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we got to the Kardashians on the football.
Gossip, right? Gossip. Yeah. It was part of the gossip.
Yeah, true.
But there's also football gossip.
Yes.
Because now
on Dumois, there was this story sent to them that the Chargers head coach, if they don't start winning more games, he's on the chopping block.
Yeah.
So if you don't see more wins anytime soon, expect in the next couple weeks an announcement coming out that they're going to be looking for a new head coach.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense seeing how the Chargers right now are 0-2 with a quarterback like Herbert.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be doing much better than they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great quarterback, and that team shouldn't be 0-2 right now. I'm not a Chargers fan, but...
Not a Chargers fan.
But they should be doing better. Yeah. Also, news that just came out today, the defensive coordinator for the Bears got arrested.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I saw that driving here because they found sensitive content at his home, which, most likely. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awful. And then Justin Fields flat out called out his coach for his issues because he was a killer last season. He was doing so well. I mean, didn't he get like 50 points one game last season?
Yeah, he was using his legs a lot more last season, which would give him those high scoring points. And this season, it's just like he seems lost. Like he's not running, he's not throwing, and he's obviously taking too long and gets sacked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he flat out, when they asked him, he flat out said coaching. Like, it's just poor coaching. He flat out said...
I did see that.
And I'm really happy that he said it out loud. And I think personally, as a Raider fan, I appreciate honesty much more. And I really like when people are kind of calling each other out openly. If there's problems happening in-house, I'm not about the cover up.
Yeah.
I understand there's like a level of loyalty that should happen with your team, but if something's wrong, something's wrong. And I think just us as an audience, we're a part of the team also. And we are invested so much.
A lot, yes.
Yeah, and so I think we want to know. And we're so invested, like guys, I mean, I don't think I do this, but like guys will say we,
They feel like they're part of the team.
Yeah,
I don't do that either.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like for the Rams, you don't do. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
I don't say we, because I'm like, well,
we didn't do well. Yeah.
Maybe I'll say my team if I'm like really invested in a team, but I won't
say we.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't include myself as
boyfriends. Don't even say we with their girlfriends, and they're saying we to
when it comes to football.
Yeah, football players and teams that they've never even met in real life. So that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah. I mean, football for guys, it's the holy grail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then they're not being honest with them. That's a twisted relationship.
So twisted. But yeah, so he was at least being honest.
I liked it, yeah.
Hopefully things changed because we expected so much more from him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I drafted him pretty early on, expecting the same performance that he gave last season. And
that's where you're in the league where you're 0-2. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks
partly to him.
Thanks, coach. Yeah.
So you gotta have that pep talk with him now, Benji.
I know.
Tell him like, no, stop listening to your coach.
Yeah, stop listening to your coach. I mean, maybe that was the first step in the right direction. Yeah. So speaking of kitty porn.
Oh yeah.
Chandler Jones. So Chandler Jones has been apparently going AWOL.
Because I did see something that he was taking a break from the Raiders, correct?
Yeah.
Because he's mentally ill?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what they said.
So apparently he was not allowed in the gym. So this is what he's saying. He was not allowed in the Raiders gym. And then I think people were kind of making fun of that because it happened over Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. I did see all the jokes.
Yeah. And then there was some like back and forth. And I think he's been like posting stuff on his story, but then deleting it. And then there was this like random story post where he was like, sorry guys, my phone got hacked. None of that is true. Or something like that. Or that was not me.
Okay. Oh, after
everything he said.
Gym stuff.
Yeah. After all that stuff. Or it was right after he had said that like the reason that they're not playing him is because Mark Davis like molested his goddaughter or something like that. Something like that.
So he said this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it got deleted. Yeah, and that's like a big allegation.
Yeah, that's a huge allegation.
Mm-hmm. And then deletes it. And then I think after that it was like, sorry guys, my phone got hacked. That wasn't me. Which like...
I wonder if that's why. And I just saw an Instagram post, again, on my way here. So I wasn't really able to read the story.
Yeah.
Which I'm definitely going to follow up now just to see the content of everything that's going on. But I did see a post saying that he was checking he wasn't going to be on the team no longer because he was in a because he was mentally ill.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I don't know his history. I don't know anything about his past. I don't know. I know I've watched his brother fights.
He's a fighter?
Yeah, his brother is a UFC fighter. But apparently they have sketchy histories of being kind of wild boys.
Oh.
So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I saw some speculation somewhere that he just wanted to get traded, so he's causing a stir. It's like maybe he's following in the footsteps of Antonio Brown. Yeah. Maybe he's that kind of.
But he's doing it if he did make those allegations.
Yeah.
He's going on a whole different route.
Yeah. But also, I just feel like I just don't trust Mark Davis, and I don't trust Josh McDaniels. I just don't trust that organization
at all.
So like, I don't know. I just feel like if it's a business, right? Like they all say it's a business, and they're out to protect themselves. So I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle. Like maybe he is being wild, but maybe they're not also being innocent. I don't know. I just feel like nobody goes for you that hard if you're innocent.
And how long has he been with the team?
I think a couple of years.
Oh, so he's been there a while
Maybe
now.
2 years? Couple of years.
Did he come in right when McDaniel came in?
I think he was there the year before.
Okay.
So maybe 3 years.
It just seems like the whole team has had issues with McDaniel in some way, form or another, right?
Josh McDaniels came and like just shit on everything. But also, I just feel like you can't look like Mark Davis and drive a minivan and not be a little bit of a pervert.
He drives a minivan?
He drives a minivan. Why are you a man who looks like this at like Forever Haircut and then drives a fucking Honda Odyssey? Yeah. He's not a normal person. He's not a normal person, that's for sure. He's not. That I will stand by. Nobody thinks he's a normal person.
Dang, so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it sucks for the Raiders because they lost their last game. But they won the previous one. But they did not look good in that last game.
They beat the Broncos barely.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, barely.
But with the Bills, that was a sad game.
So sad. I was happy to see it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to see it.
And now they play, who do they play this week?
Do they play the Steelers?
Oh, yeah, the Steelers. Yeah. I've drafted so much Steelers.
I was gonna say you drafted a bunch of Steelers. I meant to tell you this last week.
So I dropped this. I had said that on the previous podcast.
Oh, you did.
And then I dropped the Steelers defense because they did me dirty that first week.
Yes.
But then, behold, second week they scored 20-something points. So here I am, picking them up again. Actually, if I keep them or if I end up dropping them for someone else.
Yeah. I'm actually really disappointed that I drafted Josh Jacobs so early too, because he's just like...
Oh, because you have him in the other league.
Yeah, I have him in your league, and he's just been absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. My perspective is just nobody's bought into Josh McDaniels. That's me. That's my story. That's my feeling.
I'm just happy because the Rams have Sean McVay.
Yeah.
And we are doing so much better than what I expected.
You guys are.
I was so scared to watch that 49ers game. I'm like, I'm going to be watching it like this. And wow, I did not expect them to do as well. I mean, granted, towards the end, if Iron hadn't like missed that ball and I kind of tipped it for the defense to grab it, I think that's where the game changed. Yeah. But prior to that, they looked amazing. I was like, wow, like we might actually have a shot of making it a little bit farther along than what I expected.
I wonder if that was the 49ers underestimating the Rams and the Rams like showing up and they're like, oh shit.
That might have been it too, yeah.
Or like the Rams really brought it. But whatever it was, they kept the 49ers on their toes.
I was happy. I was like, okay, I can actually, besides Cam Akers, I can draft some Rams players now.
Why, Cam? Why?
I can draft any Rams player except for Cam Akers. Or in Higbee, because Higbee's not doing that great yet.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's not.
But yeah, so I'm happy to see the Rams. Excited to maybe go to a game this year again.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they might do okay. And Cup's not even back yet. So once Cup comes back, it's going to be a whole different team.
And he's supposed to come back in like week 5, right?
2 weeks, I think.
Oh.
2? Well, yeah, because this week
is week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah. Damn. Is this not flying by?
We're going to be approaching buys pretty soon.
I know. That's what I literally was thinking. The time needs to slow down. I actually turned on the TV yesterday, Tuesday, and I saw on YouTube TV, it was like live. It was like the Bengals game. And I was like, oh, is there a game? For a moment, I was like, is there a game on Tuesday? Did I miss something? No.
But it's fun that there's at least 2 games now on Mondays. For the last Monday and this Monday, there'll be 2 games. After that, I think it goes back to 1 game.
Yeah, I saw a lot of commentary where a lot of people were really upset about that because
it overlaps.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you're gonna might as well just put it on Tuesday or
exactly,
or stagger them a little bit, like start them like 3 hours apart.
I did see this guy where he's like, I've proven my loyalty to you on Sundays. I'm sitting in front of the TV all day. Just put the 2 games on, one right after the other. I'll be there 6 hours sitting in front of the TV.
Right, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll work and put it on. Just, let us watch both.
I'll watch it. Believe me, I will.
Yeah, especially if it's 2 East Coast teams. If it's like, 2 East Coast teams, you can put it on at 3. And then you can put
Exactly,
it, and
yeah.
if it's too kind of westish coast, you put it on at 6.
Even if it's, I mean, whatever time, I feel like people will watch it.
It's football.
You can put it on at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you'll have watchers.
Imagine people in Hawaii. They got to get up at 7 a.m. to watch the 10 o'clock games.
Oh, that's right. We're complaining about the
I know. Yeah. And then the 5 o'clock games or the 5:30 games, East Coast is watching it at 8:30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Imagine the basketball games that start at 7 or the baseball games that start at 7. That's 10. That's 10
And I was just
o'clock.
thinking the East Coast, because I'm like, they do have it, because if the games, when they end like at 8:30, East Coast time, 11:30, and they have to go to work on Monday.
Yeah. There was one year, I think it was the Atlanta Braves playing the Dodgers. And I stayed up and they went into like 19 overtime, or like, I don't know, I think it went to like 19 innings or something like that. And it was like midnight or something.
It was the next day.
Yeah, it was the next day. They went into, and I stayed up and I was exhausted. And I was like, people on the East Coast, it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And like, they kept going. Yeah. When I lived in Boston, it was like that. I was like, damn, it's like midnight. It's time to go to bed.
Guys, come on. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Speaking of late game, I know this isn't NFL, but did you watch the Colorado University game on Saturday?
No, but I've been hearing so much about it everywhere.
Lil Wayne showed up to introduce the team onto the field, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, they got a bunch of celebrities and people tuning in. I can't remember how many people tuned in. It was like in the millions.
Oh, yeah, a lot. So do you know who Deion Sanders is?
Yes, he's an ex-football player, right?
Yeah, that's all I know,
That's all I know.
Yeah. I think I heard he was on the 49ers. I'm not sure. But I did hear that he and Bo Jackson were the only 2 people to play football and baseball concurrently. Like at this, like off season, he'd be in baseball.
Oh.
And then
so he did both sports during the same
pro sports, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The only 2 people to do both. And he was pretty good at both.
Oh, wow.
And now he's got like 3 sons, I think. And he's coaching 2 of his sons in Colorado.
Okay, so that makes sense. Because when I was watching a clip, I saw that Sanders ran it in to make a touchdown. And I was wondering, like, is that his son?
Yeah, it's his son.
Oh, it's his son. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think one of his sons' name's Shiloh, and I can't remember the other son's name. It's a little bit of a different sounding name. But yes, I think his son is a quarterback.
Okay.
So he is just very flagrant, and I think he's bringing like all the pregame shows, like The Rock showed up.
I did see that, yeah.
And I'm like, and then Lil Wayne showed up for the
announcement,
and he's like, I don't know. And like Colorado's like not that.
It was non-existent, right? Until he showed up.
And it's not that great of a team. It's not like top 10 team or anything.
Well, that's what I meant by non-existent. Where it wasn't a big team.
Yeah. So I'm like, he just like.
Did he decide to coach there because his son?
I'm sure.
Probably, right?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's bringing definitely the money to that team. And I believe I did hear today somewhere where they were saying he is bringing so much money. Hopefully the players are receiving some of that. They should be receiving some of that money as well.
Yeah. I saw something that said that prior to that Colorado game, tickets were, those football seats were like, I don't know, almost $200. And then that game was like, average price was $500.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it sucks because
he's bringing it. Imagine you jump from like $175 on average, $175 a ticket to like $500 a ticket.
And then, so most college games, who goes? Is it alumni or is it the students?
I think it's both.
Right?
But I think it's mostly students.
I'm hoping the students still get some
discount,
because if not, I mean, when you're a college student, you're not making bank.
You're not making $500 ticket money. No. Yeah. So hopefully, I'm sure there's student discounts.
Hopefully.
So what's your outlook for this week?
So I'm pretty much 50-50 on both, maybe like 52-48, but pretty much.
Yeah.
I have higher hopes in mine than in yours because my running backs suck. Garrett Wilson is my number 1 wide receiver.
I know.
And it's like I have no hope. My running back is so bad.
Yeah. I'm 50-50 in both. I'm pretty close in both. I feel nervous that I'm going to lose in both because I feel like, okay, I had a good run my first 2 games in my league, and I feel like jig is up. I feel like the time is coming where I'm going to lose. Kirk Cousins, I don't really have a lot of faith in him. I think Smith was a fluke.
But you have good. I mean, besides your team is pretty solid, except for Kirk, where I could maybe see him having a bad game here and there. But everyone else, I mean, Devontae Smith, they were saying that he's pretty much now. It's 1A and 1B with AJ Brown. It's not even like wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2.
It's just the on
1A, 1B. And then you have Christian McCaffrey, where
he's killer.
He's a killer. Hopefully, cheers to
cheers to week 3. Lucky number 3.
This being our week for both of us and not having to take any of
those shots.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Bye.